You just shut up.
You fucking shut up, bitch. So this is why the pod is twice a week now. Or not twice a week, every 2 weeks. Because of this shit.
Why?
Because I can't fucking stand you.
You came at me first.
Yeah, because you've been fucking bitching for this whole fucking call, which
I just wasn't.
you were bitching the whole time about anime bullshit, which there wasn't even that much, really.
I wasn't. You were bitching about being in a call with me watching that.
Yeah. Because I'm sick of watching
You were
shit
doing
with you
all-
every week.
You were doing all the bitching.
I didn't bitch literally ever.
Right.
I'm just sick of watching shit with you every single week.
Well, there's nothing else to watch, so.
Good. And never will be, because I'm not doing that again.
It's
You fucking
up.
spamming me every week to watch some bullshit. I was perfectly okay with never watching that show again.
We had to see how it ended.
I didn't care.
I don't care now, but yeah, we needed to see how it ended, though.
You do care, because it's going to come around and you're going to do it again.
I'm not.
You say this, but you will.
I'm not. I don't care now. I don't care what they do.
Yeah, I think that's the end, honestly. I can't.
What?
That's the end of this. That's a good. I think that's good enough.
Oh, all right. Fine.
I think we should do the pod once a month, actually. I think once every 2 weeks is... That's even too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
How about we just end it?
No.
Right there. How about you do the pod? You can have the login and everything.
No.
Well, then I guess it has to end. Like, if you're not going to do it.
Where are you going?
Nowhere.
So...
What do you mean, where am I going? Like, we've been over this. I'm not going anywhere. I end the call. What do you think? I'm going to fucking teleport somewhere else?
No.
Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 81 of the Badmouth Podcast. And,
You hear him being mean to me?
no one's being mean to you.
You are.
I'm not.
You were just up in my shit about that stuff.
You about to start crying?
I might.
I hope you do, and make sure you record it so that I can laugh at you.
Fine.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be doing the normal shit. There's no difference. There's no fucking difference.
We're doing the normal stuff.
The pod's exactly the same. It didn't change.
It's just every 2 weeks.
It's bi-weekly now.
Bi-weekly. Because I'm bi.
You're
weekly.
You're bi-weekly?
I'm available bi-weekly.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway. I guess we'll just do this news, and then we got to talk about the Last of Us finale episode for a second. I can't stand it. I don't even care. Then we're going to talk about Doom.
Should we talk about State of Play first?
Well, if you stop yapping, I could...
Oh.
See, you just be yapping in my ear all the time.
Not on purpose.
Not on purpose. I don't even know what we just watched. Like, what did we even see?
Well, we've seen, stuff that I like. Like, Pragmata got announced in, 2022, I think. That game looked interesting.
Snooze fest.
It's not. Capcom made it.
So it's instantly a good game, huh?
No, just I'm gonna give it a try.
But you like every game ever except one.
Not really. Listen here, bud. I'm gonna need you to lock it in.
I'm literally talking. What do you want from me?
They showed a release date for Pragmata 2026.
It's barely a release date.
Well,
It's a
it's
release year.
release year. Sorry, 2026. What else did they show that was interesting? 007 First Light got announced with I don't know, some cinematic trailer. That looks pretty cool. Um, I forget what it said for a release date. I think it said more to
26.
come or something. Oh, 26. Yeah, 26. Uh, they showed the Metal Gear shit again. No one cares. I mean, I
You
care. I
you
just
said people did care literally while we were watching it.
about Metal Gear.
You literally said that. You're like, he's a popular character.
He is like a lot of people love Snake and Metal Gear.
Fuck that
I'm
guy.
just,
Move on
just
from that
the
franchise.
story just gets
Why don't you make something
confusing.
different? He's been the same age for like 40 years.
Well, this is a different Snake.
How's that work?
You have to play the games.
You can tell me. I don't care.
He's like a clone. Well, this is Big Boss, and Snake is
What?
I think he's like the clone of Big Boss.
Who the fuck?
Snake.
Oh my.
Anyway,
Who the fuck's Big
the-
Boss? Like, why is his
Big
name?
Boss is the main
His
Snake.
name is Big Boss.
Well, he gets the name from the girl, his leader, from killing her or some shit, and he takes over the name
He
because
killed
she's
his
Big Boss.
leader, and her name was Big Boss, and he took it.
Yeah, he takes the name Big Boss after that.
And then Big Boss made a clone of himself.
Yeah, but his clone accelerates his health. What is it? His age accelerates, and that's why he's so old in Metal Gear 4.
Big Boss?
No, Snake.
Who's Snake? I thought he was a clone.
Snake's the clone of Big Boss.
So the Big Boss is not Snake.
No, but it's
So
the same voice actor.
the character everyone likes, is a clone of a different character.
Well, people like Big Boss and Snake.
Okay. So people like Big Boss.
Yeah,
When the hell did this happen? I've never known he was a clone.
he talks about it in like
I don't think I've ever played one of those games ever.
the first game or second game.
When the hell did that come out?
Well, Liquid Snake is his brother.
I know who Liquid Snake is.
Yeah, so Liquid Snake,
Why is he named
Snake,
Liquid
and then
Snake?
because he's like the villain version.
Oh my gosh, this is a fucking clone of another clone, and he's mean.
Yeah,
I really ran out of
I don't know the
ideas.
lore that much.
How,
I because
how do you not know the lore? You said he was
there's like
popular.
6 games.
There's 6
There's like
games. There's
4
definitely more.
There's 4 games. There's
There's only
4
4.
actual games. No, there's 5 games. Sorry,
How's there only 5?
Phantom Pain. Whoa, because what's
Surely
his
they've
name
been
went on to make.
releasing.
What's his name left?
What's
Got
his
the
name?
company. What's his name? The guy that made Death Stranding. That was his series, and then I don't know what happened. He
Konami?
lost the
Was it
rights.
Konami?
Yeah, the Konami game. Yeah, he made the originals.
And then he fucked off.
I don't know what happened. He lost the rights or something.
How did he lose rights to his own thing?
I
He
don't know. It
sold it
just
to
happens.
Sony.
I have no idea.
Well, get back to me on that, huh?
Yeah. Let me do some deep diving,
We don't need to do it
dumpster
right now.
diving.
We don't need to do it now.
I'm not doing it
Actually,
right now.
we don't need to do it ever, really. I don't care enough.
Okay.
So,
What
is
else is it? Tides of Tomorrow or some shit?
that the multiplayer
That
one
one.
where you do the mission and then you have to deal with the consequences in the next one from someone
Yeah.
else or whatever?
Yeah. That one looked interesting. Different. It looked different. What else did they? Some other games in between. No one cares. They announced some weird ass Marvel fighting game that's in
People like
Japanese.
fighting games.
It was also in Japanese.
It probably doesn't have to be.
Maybe. It doesn't matter. I'm
People
not
also
playing
love
that.
people. Well, you would never were going to. You could have not been Marvel or a fighter, and you wouldn't have played it. So it doesn't matter. People like Marvel.
Right. They
That's
do.
why Marvel Rivals is so popular.
Exactly.
So that'll probably be pretty
But
popular.
also there hasn't been like a Marvel versus Capcom game in a minute.
No one cares about
So
No one does.
right.
Not a single person, actually.
They did, what did they do? Like some Ghost of Yotai, like
They
it
just
wasn't even a trailer
said when they're showing gameplay.
in July. Um I think it's in July.
Said
So
July.
deep dive gameplay in July. What else was there? I forgot. It doesn't matter. Oh, the Resident Evil 2 and 3 are coming to the
No one cares
classic
about that.
section on Plus. We're gonna do a 1, 2, 3 marathon. Let's go. Can't fucking wait. I think that drops in the summer. So
Surely you can
hopefully
wait.
August.
You could literally just play those now.
No, I need to play them on PlayStation. PlayStation.
Where else would you play it? You could surely those are already playable.
Not on the PlayStation 5, no. You can play it on PC, I think, but you have to like
How are those
do
not on
the
PlayStation? They're
because they
ancient.
had I think they had to get the rights to be able to do it.
Weren't those on PS4?
They were, yeah. No, they were
Okay.
on 3.
Okay.
They were on PlayStation 3.
Right. Right. So that's
Or
gonna be
if you
like
had like
yeah, it's
this,
fine. Yeah,
you
it's
could
gonna
you could do
yeah,
backwards
okay.
compatible.
Right. So that's gonna be about a
Anyway,
15-hour stream because you're fucking old as fuck.
I'll probably take my time with it, yeah.
Why?
I have to go over every nook and cranny.
Again?
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna miss that one.
That was Yeah, I know you will.
Anyway,
You miss a lot of my streams actually.
on purpose. Yeah.
Yeah, at least you're honest.
It's not on purpose, bitch. You stream literally
That
when I'm
was
asleep or not here.
I forgot about the part where that's my problem.
It is your fucking problem. I'm fine.
Anyway, that was State of Play. They announced some other stuff, but I can't remember right now. It didn't really matter. The big one for me was 007 First Light. So it's been a
Right.
minute since we've had a 007 game besides the GoldenEye one.
Yeah, people really want a 007 game.
They do.
Let's play Hitman.
That's not the same.
It's probably more fun.
Let's move on.
So he's a clone of a guy named Big Boss.
Yes. I mean, I'm not 100% sure,
And he
but
killed
he is
a
a clone.
lady named the leader.
He killed his leader that he loved, I think.
So who was her name?
Big Boss.
Her name was Big Boss on her certificate of birth. It said Big
Well,
Boss.
I don't think so. I don't remember her actual name.
She have big titties or
The real snake is named David, a clone of Naked Snake or Big Boss.
who's
He was
Naked
created as
Snake?
part of
Big
Naked
Boss,
Snake. Big Boss is Naked Snake, yes.
aka David.
David. He was created as a part of an experiment called Les Enfants Terribles. Solid Snake is the protagonist of Metal Gear Solid 1 and 4.
The clone is?
The clone is, yes.
And then he fights his clone.
I think in the first game, I think, or fourth one.
So he fights Big Boss.
He f- he fights Big Boss, I think, yes.
So a clone fights himself, and he somehow gets a brother who's also a clone.
All right. We're gonna deep dive into the Liquid Snake. Eli, better known as Liquid Snake, is a major antagonist in the Metal Gear franchise, being the main antagonist of the first game. Solid Snake is the clone of Big Boss. Solidus Snake, George Sears, better known as Solidus Snake, is a secondary antagonist of the Metal Gear franchise. He was a product. Uh, he's the older brother of Solidus. Wait, Snake is the older. Liquid Snake. Wait, I'm getting lost here.
I think that's enough of that.
Liquid Snake, the real name Eli, is the clone twin brother of Solid Snake, the older brother of Solidus. So Solidus is also a brother, a son
Who
of
the
Big
fuck is
Boss.
Solid is?
He's the other brother,
He's also a
I
clone.
guess. He's also a clone, yes.
So there's just like 15 clones of the same dude.
There's like four.
And they're all the same
Venom. Oh,
person.
there's Venom Snake as well.
Okay. Yeah, they just don't know how to make new
Ve-
characters.
Venom Snake, also known as Punish Snake, is a doppelganger of Big Boss, who most notably appears as the protagonist of Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain.
All
He's a
these and
doppelganger.
all these characters have the same voice.
Um, I don't know about Solidus. I can't remember. I don't think Liquid either. Big Boss is voiced by the same guy that voices Snake in the first and the fourth game, but in Phantom Pain, it's Kiefer Sutherland because it's not the real Snake. It's doppelganger.
I,
There you go.
yeah, I have no idea what you just said. So
This
that
just turned
was
into Metal Gear lore.
yeah, I didn't get any of it. So
That was our Metal Gear segment. Let's move on.
um,
Uh, do we go over your notes first, then my notes,
we're not
or
talking about Lilo and Stitch. I don't give a fuck.
okay?
You saw it. You liked it. All right.
It
It
was a
made a
good
lot of
film.
money.
Yes, I like. The girl that plays Nani is so fucking hot.
I don't know who the fuck that
All right,
is.
she plays Lilo's older sister.
I saw the fucking cartoon one years ago.
I'm talking about the live action.
I know what you're talking about, bitch.
Okay, just making sure.
Just say your thing.
My things,
If you want, yeah.
like my notes.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a leak. Well, this is a. I think I should save the other two for when we review The Last of Us because they are Last of Us articles. Um, this one's about Resident Evil. There's a big leak that says starting in 2026 we will have 3 Resident Evil games like back to back to back. Resident Evil 9 is supposed to launch in 2026. It hasn't got it announced yet, but it's possible we'll get an announcement soon, maybe over the summer. Resident Evil 0 and Code Veronica are reportedly the next remakes in the series. 0 needs it badly, but Code Veronica is the more deserved fan favorite one. But it'll be interesting because 0 is co-op, but you control both characters yourself. I'm wondering if they will make it just co-op in general. I guess we'll have to see.
What's the most popular Resident Evil game in the world?
In the world,
Yeah,
it's probably 2 or 4.
probably 4.
Probably 4. The new 4, the remake 4, probably overtook 2. Yes.
I think it's probably 4,
Um,
just in general.
Maybe.
That's the first one I ever played.
Well, yeah, but that holds sentimental value to you.
I mean, the second
For
one's pretty
me,
cool, I guess.
second one's pretty good.
I've only played the remake.
They're both versions are good.
Just keep going.
Let's see. What else did I have? Let me see here. What happened to my other notes?
2 weeks we had to do this, by the way.
Well, the other things are. Oh, they're on my X. Hold on. There, I have them bookmarked.
Right.
I do. Hold on. Bookmarks. Should I? I mean, should I talk about the Black Panther cancellation?
Why not?
EA has canceled a Black Panther game. Cliffhanger Studios, the studio developing the game, has closed down as well. I didn't quite read why. I don't know if there was an article on why it shut down, but that really sucked because I was looking forward to this game. But I mean, we're still gonna get Black Panther in the Captain America 1943 or something, whatever it's called. But yeah, that sucks. Um, what else do I got here? Marvel Studios has removed 3 films from its release schedule. 3 untitled films from February 13, 2026, November 6, 2026, November 5th, 2027. Um, Avengers Doomsday got delayed a year. I think it's a year. And Spider-Man Brand New Day has moved up to take their spot.
I think it was a year. I think it was just a couple months. Went from May to
Are you
December.
sure? Oh, well they said that Spider-Man's coming out first now.
Because that's in July or something.
Well, it wasn't supposed to take place. It wasn't supposed to come out until after Doomsday, because I think it takes place before Doomsday or during Doomsday. One of those.
I don't know, I guess it'll probably
Um,
play the same then.
yeah, I don't know. Um, let's see. Final Destination Bloodlines drops, I think next week, or it drops this month on
Are you fucking
digital.
kidding me?
Uh,
We're talking
what
about this
drops
shit
on
again?
digital? No, just that. Drops on digital this month. If you haven't seen it or haven't seen it in theaters, you'll get your chance to when it arrives at home. This was funny. This has nothing to do. I mean, this
No,
is
I
kind
get
of
to
funny.
speak this.
Wait. I have one
I
more. I have one
no,
more. I have
no.
one more.
You can do it. Just let me say it. I
What?
the I listened to a little bit of the last episode, and when you reviewed that fucking movie, that was horrendous.
I'm
You
sorry.
didn't even review it. You're like, oh, I don't want to spoil it. Like every time you were about to say something, you were like, I don't want to spoil it.
I could talk about it now. The movie's been out long enough.
You don't need to
The
talk
what
about
I
it.
No, I'm just gonna go over a brief summary, like of what it's about.
Just say how everyone
Uh,
dies.
okay. Well, this article goes
First death.
into wait. So the U.S. will stop making pennies starting next year,
Oh my
and the
god.
comment sections are funny because the first deaths actually has to do with a penny. That's the start of
Was
the
it not the
movie.
lawnmower? That's the only one
No,
I've seen.
that's actually the middle of the movie. That's towards the end.
They teased the middle of the
Uh,
movie.
yeah, they made it seem like it was the beginning,
With the guy that
but
falls like into the fire or whatever from the bar or something. I don't know where he
that's
was.
that's a little bit more in the beginning.
Is that a death?
Oh wait, no, that happens after the dad dies.
Who's the
It's not a
dad?
death. The dad's the one that steps on the glass
And
and
then
gets
gets
his the
destroyed by a
lawnmower in the
lawnmower.
face. Yeah, right. So all these people are related to. He's actually the son of the the mom who has the premonition in the past. In
The
this one,
dad?
the girl, no, the dad's the son of the main character, the main mom from the beginning of the movie, which takes place way before. The flashback takes place way before, and it plays into the rest of the movie. She has a premonition, saves everybody from this kid throwing a fucking penny into like off the building, somehow gets sucked into the vent by the wind, stops the fan and causes the an explosion and shit like that. The glass falls, the whole tower comes down, everybody dies. So
From a penny.
from a penny, yes.
Wow.
The granddaughter has a dream of her premonition, but she's never met the grandma because they were told she was crazy. So she goes back home from college to because she got suspended, academic suspension, and she goes to meet up with her dad, and all her cousins live around the area. It's a mixed family. Like she's Asian, but her cousins are white and
You
shit like that.
fucking
So.
speed it up a little bit. I don't need to know
All right.
fucking shot from shot.
Basically, death is coming for their family
Okay, just tell me the
because.
deaths.
All right.
Is
So
the
the first
Eminem
death,
kid in it?
the Eminem kid.
From the Stan music video.
Oh no, he's dead. He died.
He died?
He died between the first and second movie.
How?
Off screen by a brick fell on him.
What?
Yeah, it's in the paper in part 2 where she reads it.
That's some bullshit.
Yep. Let's see. So we have the dad's technically the first death. It takes a while actually for the deaths to happen.
The
Besides the
lawnmower's the
beginning,
first.
the lawnmower I believe is the first death. Yes,
You just said it was in the
and then
middle.
no, that's the middle of this. That's the middle of the
So
movie.
no one dies until halfway in.
Well, it's a different take on the story. So yeah, it's like they
I'm
show the
confused.
beginning where everybody dies, and then the dad's the first one to die. I'm pretty sure, and then it goes. She starts going. Uh, Wait, no, it's the grandma that dies first. She goes to see the grandma first because they didn't want to tell her where she was at. So she goes to see the grandma. The granddaughter doesn't believe her. Blah 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 blah, and she gives her a book of all the other premonitions that have happened in the past and stuff like that. So just to help her out, the granddaughter thinks she's crazy, so she's like, "I'm gonna get out of here. I can't stay here." Then the grandma goes out and sacrifices herself because she didn't believe her, and then she takes the book home.
She
Then the dad
sacrifices herself.
dies. Yeah, it's going down the bloodline of the oldest to youngest.
How'd she die?
So the fire extinguisher. What was it? It was like the spinning. What is that thing called? Like the north, the east, southwest. It's like the one with the chicken just spins or whatever.
Yeah.
That shit launches in her face
You
with
were
the.
about to skip all that.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Anyway, the fire extinguisher launches in her face. Goes right through her jaw. It's pretty cool. And then the dad dies by the lawnmower, and then it kind of goes down the line of each person. So the tattoo parlor shop or is the twist. The kid Eric is actually not related to them by blood. His mom had an affair with somebody else. So the movie makes you think like he's immune to death, but he's actually not. So he he does die in the movie, and it's probably the worst death in the movie. It's fucked up. He dies by accident though. Um, it's actually his sister that dies next. The granddaughter predicts what might happen. She doesn't actually have any visions throughout the movie like the other characters have had. Uh, but she dies by getting crushed by the garbage disposal or whatever garbage compactor. She gets fucking crushed. That shit was nasty. Uh, then it's think it's Bobby. Bobby after that, who's the youngest of the brother of that or their family. Um, they want to kill him and bring him back to life because they talked to Bloodworth. The Tony Todd. He's actually the kid that survived in the beginning of the movie from the premonition. So he's connected to the bloodline. Not the bloodline, but just the characters that weren't supposed to live. So he's like, that's coming for me finally. Stuff like that. Anyway, Eric and Bobby decide to take peanuts because Bobby's allergic to peanuts. So he eats the Reese's peanut butter cup or whatever, like a Great Value brand version. It actually, and he's gonna let him die. They're in the hospital. He's gonna let him die, bring him back to life with the doctors. Only it doesn't happen that way. Uh, Eric gets sucked into the MRI machine by a wheelchair, and he gets all his piercings pulled off of him because it's a magnet. So he had a cock ring. That shit was funny as fuck. And then all his insides pretty much go from he gets bent in half backwards. And then Bobby dies from the vending machine. The shit that shoots out the stuff from I don't know the spring or whatever. The spring goes through his head. Then after that, it's the mom of the granddaughter, the main character granddaughter. It's the mom. Then it's Steph, who's the one that's having the bad dreams, and then her younger brother. Um, I think his name's Chris. I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, they said the only way to cheat death, is for the mom. As long as the mom's alive, as long as the older person is alive, death can't come after them. That's why the grandma went into hiding, so everybody else could live. Apparently, hiding in she hides in a cabin with nothing that can kill her, pretty much. Um, so they think that they can go towards this cabin and drop the mom off so she could live there, so she can keep her kids alive. Doesn't work out that way. Everybody dies at the end. The mom dies first. The sister or her daughter was the one that having the bad dreams, Steph. She dies, and then her brother brings her back to life, only she doesn't die. And the movie ends where the start of the movie happens. They get crushed by logs by a train that derails from the penny. This old lady picks up the penny that Steph drops out of her the book, and the penny stops on the tracks and derails a train, and they both die. Everybody dies from that bloodline. It was kind of funny, but fucked up.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
So Captain America: Brave New World is on Disney Plus now.
yeah. It is.
If you want to watch that, there you go. Captain Marvel's spaceship is reportedly being built for Doomsday on the set right now. That was probably like a week ago or 2-3 weeks ago now, but
Well, what's it called? Dropped their trailer too. What is it? Armored Wars or some shit. What is that show
did it
called?
get canceled?
What, what's the other one called? The one with the Riri
Ironheart?
Williams. Ironheart. There you go. That actually looks pretty decent.
I'm pretty sure they're
I
dropping
watched the
3 episodes on the first day.
Yeah, because they're trying to get people to watch. I don't think they have faith in that show,
And
but
it's only
it
like
looks
6 episodes or something.
it looks interesting. I'm definitely gonna watch it.
Top tier Glazer. Classic.
Well, I'm not gonna say I like it, but I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah. Marvel Comics and DC Comics will have their first crossover in years with Batman Deadpool.
Ooh,
Here's a big one. Mark Ruffalo will reportedly return as Bruce Banner in Spider-Man Brand New Day. I think he said he has a major role in it or something.
he's supposed to play the villain or some shit. I'm getting sick of. I love Tom Holland Spider-Man series, but I'm getting sick of like people in his movies. Like he needs to just have his own movie. I thought that's what they were kind of leaning towards. And how the fuck is Bruce Banner in the movie if Spider-Man Peter Parker doesn't exist anymore?
It could just be like they still know who Spider Man is.
Yeah, but they don't know who Peter Parker is, so it
Yeah,
doesn't make any sense.
but they don't. That doesn't really matter if they know who Spider Man is. He's still part of the Avengers.
He's not because he doesn't exist.
He does as Spider Man. They don't know who Peter Parker is. They know who Spider Man is.
I mean, that's true, but it still doesn't make any
And he could
sense.
easily tell them that's who. Like he could easily show them.
True. Anyway, the
Anyway,
Hulk's supposed to be the villain, one of the villains,
uh,
which is also the movie's also coming out first now.
we said that already.
I'm just letting you know.
Yeah. Discord is introducing a digital currency called orbs, which can be earned by interacting with ads, and you can use it to buy nitro if anyone wants to do that.
I would never do that.
Of course, you wouldn't.
I don't like this. I don't. I'm not into Discord that much.
Anyway, Fantastic Four is apparently 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Just, didn't they announce it's like the longest? Oh no, that was Jurassic World. Jurassic World's the longest movie in the franchise when that comes out. My bad. Speaking of Fantastic Four, that fine piece of ass Vanessa Kirby is
Don't say
pregnant.
that. That's being cut.
Her beautiful, gorgeous self is pregnant.
Yeah.
That guy's smart. He's locking that shit down.
You can have a kid with someone and not be with them.
Well, yeah, but still, he's the first one to have a baby with her. That's big.
Right.
I was gonna say another word, but you were gonna fucking get all pissed off and cry about it.
Say it. This is probably going to be some cringe.
Well, he was the first one to bust deep inside of her, have a
Yeah,
baby.
stop. We already said this. Doomsday and Secret Wars have both been delayed till December of their respective years.
And 3 movies have been canceled.
We said that already.
Yeah, just in case nobody heard the beginning.
And Cyberpunk. Oh, actually, they also showed. I didn't put this in my notes. They showed The Witcher 4 like Unreal Engine shit. And it looks. It's just like how it runs. It looks really good. If you're into graphics.
It looked really good when they showed that trailer too, but I know it wasn't gameplay, but still.
But this one they just did have. I mean, it was just her walking. They didn't really fight, but it looked really good. It's on
I believe you.
Unreal 5 or whatever. But that just happened. But
Unreal 5 is good.
Cyberpunk 2 got announced. It has entered pre-production. And they also, I was trying to find it. They showed a picture of where all their resources are at. And currently, most of their team is working on Witcher 4. And then there's like a bunch of other shit.
It's the
But
same devs.
it's CD Project. It's CD Project Red.
Oh, I didn't know. I've never played a Witcher game, and I haven't played Cyberpunk yet.
But yeah, that entered pre-production. That probably won't be out for fucking years, but
Well, I
yeah.
imagine they want to make the game right this time. Take their time with it.
Well, they also have Witcher 4, which I think got delayed to 26. I don't know. And now time for the part I was not looking forward to. The
It
Last
just
of
has to be
Us
done.
Season 2 Episode 7 review. The episode is called Convergence. It should have been called Waste of My Fucking Time.
Did we talk about the other episodes though in the last pod? We
We've,
did like 3 of them, right?
we've talked about all of them up to right now.
Okay, I was just making sure. I mean, it doesn't matter, but this episode was a fucking mess. This season was a mess.
You're a fucking mess.
Well, yeah, but there's a lot of issues with this episode.
Let's hit this quick and you read your shit.
Let's see. There's an article that I read about people complaining about the aquarium scene. The finale aquarium fight wasn't game accurate because a physical struggle wasn't going to go well. Says co-creator. Ellie is really not capable of killing Owen. Fighting him. Which is fucking stupid. Because she does in the game, so they saying that the game's just not realistic and women can't do that. What the fuck was she training for then? Like, that was a fucking big waste of time. She trained to do nothing. That's one of the bigger things of this.
Her back and shit was all bruised and scratched up, and she did nothing.
She did nothing. Like, that's what people were laughing about. She's killed like what, one person? Well, two, Nora. Oh, and then Owen and Mel. Mel's an accident. They changed that. She didn't like legitimately kill her. It was just an accident. Somehow Ellie got bruised when she didn't do anything. This is what happens when you don't have your main character literally fighting anyone. And then when the time comes, she's a little bitch. That was one of them.
Or there's a
Let's
scene where
see.
she was on the boat at first, and then she
Oh, yeah.
she crashed onto the fucking Surfite Island for no reason, not part of the game. Got hung, got out of it, and then rode off. So
It
fucking
was,
worthless.
it
That
was a
just didn't need to
worthless
happen.
scene that didn't make any sense. And Ellie was crying the whole time. Like, please don't kill me. Please. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of the wolves. Fucking joke. Let's see. There's a continuity error. Well, there's a few continuity errors. With the music and the year that it came out. I don't really care. But there is also a continuity error with the Ferris wheel being where it's not supposed to be. I'm trying to see where
It's
the
definitely on
Seattle
the
Great
dock.
Wheel. Yeah, but I guess it didn't open the year that the show takes place because it doesn't take place at the same time as the game does. I think it's a different year.
Well, that
So
indicates
the
the
year
game was
that,
wrong too. Then
well, no. The show is wrong. The game was right. The show changed the year that the outbreak started. So like the music that they talk about is a continuity error, and then this Ferris wheel is not wasn't out when that part took place. So it says the Pearl Jam song and Joel sings to Ellie in season 2. I didn't know that was a Pearl Jam song. Future Days didn't come out till 2013. The song didn't come out until after that. The Ferris wheel wasn't built until 2012. But the outbreak happens in what is it? 2013? 2003. The outbreak happened in 2003. Anyway,
Must.
there's a lot of continuity errors with this fucking show. The show is hot garbage. Let's go over this fucking finale or whatever notes you have.
None.
All right. Well, it pretty much happens. I'm not gonna go into a bigger review of this. It's a dog shit episode. Um, Ellie shows no emotion whatsoever. She does a good crying. She does a good cry when she's crying. She does pretty good at that. But when she's angry or trying to show literally like any other emotion, it's just a potato. It is just bland. The game has more facial expressions than she does,
This is the
and
problem, right? I don't have any issues with anyone's acting. I don't care. It's the fact they adapted the game and then didn't use any of it, except the base of what it was. They just made a different thing. You could have called this anything else, and it would have been. If you didn't call this The Last of Us, you would not know.
no, exactly. It's just a complete 180 in different direction of where they just took it's like what you just said. They just took like the main things from the game and then added their own shit in between.
The only thing in this
Uh,
episode that was the same as the game was Jesse getting shot in the face.
yeah.
Everything else was different.
Well, besides her going to the aquarium, that's the only thing. Everything else is different. The fight scenes are different. Ellie doesn't do anything. Um,
Oh yeah, they tried to get
she
Ellie to cut the baby out of Mel's stomach, and then
just
don't.
it's fucking random. She didn't know what to do. She doesn't know what to do about a lot of things. She showed more emotion towards this kid getting harassed by the WLF, and she showed more emotion towards that than she did going for revenge for Joel's death. I mean, she's kind of like just being a child this season, and Dina somehow became the main character, the more serious one. Like, no, we're gonna kill them, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Tommy finally shows up. Uh, he goes with he's with Jesse when all this shit's going down, and Tommy's putting in work on the WLF, looking for Abby. Tons of shots are over the radio, things like that. I think there was a continuity error with that too, but I couldn't find it. It's like something with the walkie-talkie or some shit. Um, but yeah, other than the end, everything was just kind of pointless. Uh, I honestly forgot what happened besides the stupid shit like her going to the island randomly, and then Abby shows up at the end. What else? Maybe I can pull it up real quick and we'll watch it again. Like, I'll scrub through it. No,
Watch that shit again.
no, like I'll scrub through it. Like, and we'll just like go over. I completely forgot what the episode was about.
It's just her
How
going
did
to
it
the
start?
aquarium.
It starts with her going to the aquarium. Well, they
That's all
pull
the
out
episode is.
Dina's arrow.
That's how it opens,
It was
isn't it?
I think it opens with her with Dina getting her arrow out.
And then there's some Isaac scenes, but that's it.
There's Isaac scenes, Jesse foreshadowing his death because he's like, "Oh, Dina's pregnant. I gotta survive now. I gotta live. I can't die here." It's just like, it's like blatant. What is the word? Blatantly obvious. That he's going to die. It's just all terrible writing. I don't have like I don't have a problem with Bella's acting. It's just she's just not Ellie. She is a pussy on this show. She makes some stupid ass faces.
It's not her fault.
It
She
is
was
her
written like
fault.
she was written that way.
Yeah, but it is her fault that she acted the way she acted. She's the actress.
Yeah, but that's how it's written. That's how it is.
It's just a terrible, terrible, terrible show. The Oh, the viewership went down after Pedro died, or Joel died. But once Pedro left, the viewership went down, which is bound to happen. The and then they delay. They're not delayed. The season 3 isn't coming out for 2 years, so by the time that comes out, you already forgot what happened because nothing really happens.
I think you're good.
It's like it was a pointless. It was just a pointless season. It was just like a filler. Besides Joel's death, and then you have to wait 3 months for them to go after Abby. Ellie doesn't kill anybody. There's no infected. Um, besides that one episode where they're underground, in the horde fight in the beginning. But other than that, there's no infected. They walk freely through the streets. There's no WLF unless the story tells them to. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much more I could talk about that. It's it's a terrible show. They
I think
should have
you'd
never
like it, low
adapted
key,
it.
honestly.
No, go over. I'm going over all the stuff for research purposes.
Right.
We got the. We just got a deep dive into why this show's terrible. It just doesn't make any sense. That's all. Doesn't make any sense for Ellie to be that much of a pussy. I'm really surprised that they just let her go on her own. Because she seemed like really badass and prepared in the beginning. And then towards the middle, like the middle of the season, she's just like lost. She has no idea what to do. She is the worst portrayal of Ellie. I don't know what they were thinking. But yeah, 2 years for season 3. Season 4 has not been greenlit yet. Um. So yeah, that's all I got. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
You will, though.
Well, I post a lot of shit on Instagram. I have a lot of funny ass videos of like, so I'll keep up with that because I think it's funny.
Anyway.
I will continue to trash the show and the game.
Right. Anyway. That's that.
Yeah. If you like the show, you liked it. I don't care. Good for you.
I thought you were done talking about it.
I'm just saying that's my final thoughts. If you like the show, I don't want people to think like I'm just completely shitting on it.
We
It's like,
literally have this entire time.
well, yeah, but I'm just letting people know, like, if they like it, then they like it
I don't know how you like it.
because they have shitty taste. Anyone who defends that show has no brain.
Even if I didn't play the game, that show was so boring.
It doesn't. It just doesn't make any sense. Nothing happens.
It's probably the
Supposed to be
worst
in.
adaptation ever of a game.
Yeah,
Also, of a game
I'd say
of that like it's like one of the most
big
popular games ever. The most like franchise, and they
and they
did
shit on
that.
it.
Anyway, let's talk
They
about Doom.
completely shit on it.
Talk about Doom: The
Actual
Dark
good game.
Ages. Uh, I mean, it's Doom. I don't know. I don't know what
It's a prequel.
It's a prequel to the 2016 game Doom,
It's a
and
prequel
then
to the first game
of that trilogy, yeah.
of that trilogy. Yes,
Because all of the Doom games are the same guy.
Doom Slayer. What's his name?
Well, I don't know what his actual name is, but he doesn't become the Doom Slayer until I think like Doom 64 or something, when the Maker get him
Yeah.
and they give him his shit. But yeah, it's a prequel to the first one. This one doesn't end. Uh, with him getting captured, which I guess will be DLC at some point. Which I don't know when that would be. Probably fucking winter, maybe. I doubt it. Maybe next year. I don't know when the DLCs for the internal came out, but that game had
I
two,
can't
so
remember.
maybe this game will get two as well.
Possible.
But
I definitely think I'll get it.
100%. But yeah, it's a prequel to the 2016. So
But it takes place in like a alternate like medieval times era. Like so you have guns and shit, but they also look like they're from that time period. Um,
the story is just some fella wants to find. I don't even remember. I even played this shit. It was like 2 weeks ago.
yeah, I mean, I really didn't understand the story. It was just fun killing a bunch of demons.
Well, the
It's
dude
pretty
wanted
much
this necklace to get the power to take over hell, and then take over
the
the
heart of
war.
Argent, the heart of
Which
Argent, which the daughter had.
the dude, yeah, he wanted that shit, and the daughter had that, like, had part of that fucking fella like in him or what in her or whatever.
Prince Asscrack.
Azrak. There's literally no C in
Right.
it.
Yeah, but that's what it
It doesn't look
sounds
like.
like.
It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't.
Prince Prince Asscrack.
It's Azrak. There's.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Shut up. Anyway, that's
They're having a
that.
war.
Yeah, they're at war with hell. They're all the fucking. Here's the
They're
point
having a war with
is
hell. They win the fight, but not the war.
they literally win
But
the war.
they win the fight, but not the war.
They literally win
Doom
the war.
the Slayer
They
gets
literally won the war.
freezing.
Let's go back to
The
that.
Slayer
They let
what?
no. They won the war. That's literally the end.
Well, yeah, but he's getting sent somewhere else, like to fight more
Well, he
demons.
didn't get sent anywhere. They don't know where he is.
No, he's getting portaled down
Yeah, because
at the end.
he has the maker's ship, but literally the speech at the end was they don't know where he is.
But he's going on another mission.
We already said that.
He got programmed at the end like that. He didn't get fixed. His mission is just to kill.
Well, he's not under control anymore.
Yeah, but his mission, that's what was programmed last though. I think he's just programmed to kill demons now.
Damn, you really weren't
But
paying attention, were you?
I was.
Clearly.
Maybe where is he going? He's going to Mars at the end, right? Or Hell, one of those.
He was in hell already.
Well, it was a red planet. He's gonna beam down like Thanos from the ship.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Anyway,
Mars.
I don't know.
Pretty solid game. You were pretty OP in it. Like the shield and shit was busted. The guns were fun. The guns were a lot more fun than the other Doom games, which is surprising. But yeah, you should play it if you like Doom or just fast-paced action shooter. Yeet.
That's that. What a great review.
What do you mean? You were the one that said you were going to talk about Doom.
I said let's talk about it, but
Yeah, and I did all the talking.
I literally talked about it. But every time I said anything, you're like, actually,
I really didn't.
Oh, you did. It's a good game. Play it on Nightmare. It's fucking free.
Yeah, it is.
And do all the side stuff. And it's really free.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
They did buff Nightmare difficulty though, so it might be harder.
It was definitely hard when I was playing it.
They buffed it like 3 days after I beat it.
And then I didn't beat it until 3 days later because I had to work the weekend. So when I came back Monday, there was an update, and I didn't know what it was. So that's why I was getting shit on.
And skill.
And skill. But, yeah.
Mainly the skill.
Yes.
Just upgrade the
I have a
shield, use the mace, which you don't get till like towards the end, but the mace is OP as fuck. Use the Ravager. That shit's OP. Use the super shotgun. Honestly, the normal shotgun's fine
It got
too.
nerfed.
The super
I got
shotgun?
like the super shotgun got nerfed in the latest update. They said it was too powerful.
Well, the normal shotgun with the
Pretty,
triple shot was also strong. Do that.
yeah, I don't know. Apparently they said that the super shotgun was too OP, so they nerfed it. I
Well,
don't know
really, you could
why.
beat the whole game with one gun, so.
Yeah, you really don't need the other guns. I mean, they make it easier, especially when you're fighting the shield fellas, but you don't need it. You don't need the other guns.
Well, eventually, the plasma shield fellows can be taken out with the shield, and then the normal shield, you
Yeah,
just shoot them normally, and then the shield takes them out. The whole lot of them. And
it's
the
kind of busted.
and the shield stuns every fucking massive demon except like two of them.
Which is also like a weapon. It's a basically a weapon in its own. I mean, you throw it or you shield charge them, and they just fucking die. And the radius, the AOE, fucking kills them. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Go play it. I'm gonna say it's my favorite of the three, but I don't remember Eternal. It's
I don't
definitely not
either.
as arcadey as Eternal though.
Definitely not.
It,
It's more like the 2016 one. Kind of.
but it's on Game Pass if you want to play it.
Did you lock up?
What do you mean?
You sound like, oh, it's on Game Pass if you want to play it.
Because I'm fucking sick of talking to you.
You hear this, guys? You hear this guy? Unbelievable. This behavior is just unmatched.
Right.
He's so mean to me on the daily.
I'm not.
Let's move on.
There's nothing else. That's it.
That's it.
What else are we gonna talk about?
All right, I'm gonna review Lilo and Stitch then.
No. Goodbye.
We'll see you in 2 weeks. There's no more Last of Us, so we ain't reviewing that. That was
We're still
fucking
talking
waste
about
of
it.
time. It was a waste of time.
Still talking
Dog
about
shit
it.
show.
Remember you said
You're
you weren't gonna
goddamn
talk
right.
about it?
You're goddamn right I'm talking about it. Goddamn waste of time, dog shit.
Still talking about it.
What's the next thing? I'm gonna go see Karate Kid Legends.
Of course you are.
Maybe Monday or Tuesday.
Of course you are.
Talk about that in 2 weeks.
You
And
will, yeah.
then we will.
I'm not
Yes.
watching that shit.
No, me and Mike could just talk about it.
You gonna do a fucking random ass weird fucking review of it again?
Yes.
Be like, oh, I don't want to spoil it, and then we'll do it in the next one after that.
I just didn't want to spoil it.
No one cares.
My bad.
Just spoil it.
My bad, okay?
This is exactly what's gonna happen in that movie. I can spoil it for you. He's gonna get trained. No, he's gonna move somewhere, get beat up by some bigger kid, get trained by Jackie Chan and Danielson, and then win at the end.
Danielson.
That's exactly
Maybe he
what's gonna
doesn't win.
happen. That's a
Maybe
good
he
mix up.
doesn't.
That's a good mix up, actually. He's gonna win.
But what if he doesn't?
and he doesn't. And then
the good guys always can't win. You know, it's
but they always do.
cliche. Infinity War, they didn't win.
Yeah, but then they won in the next one.
Barely.
Pretty easily.
Anyway,
The end fight was only
this
like
episode,
10 minutes. They only fought for 10 minutes.
it was probably longer than that in their timeline.
That's probably like a couple hours. I don't know.
Probably, like a real war lasted like hours, days, even.
A real war. I think those last years, pal.
Well, yeah, but like in the olden days too, like some of those fights lasted days.
Maybe like the like
Like
battles.
yeah, like battles, like swords and shit. Like that lasted days.
Yeah.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll see you in 2 weeks for episode 82. 82. And there'll be a ton of news that we got lined up. Check out our streams. Check out our vids. Hit the like. Rate us 5 stars on Spotify. Like us on the YouTube. Check out all the movies dropping on digital in the next week. This week and the next week.
When did Brave New World come out?
It's like
March? No,
no,
it's
it's
in
like
February.
February.
It took
Came out
that
on
long.
Valentine's Day. Yeah, it took a while. It took longer. I think they were just trying to make as much money as possible.
It's like 2 months. We don't get Thunderbolts till like August, maybe July.
I'm gonna say July. It's made a lot of money. I imagine it'll come out soon. Yeah, that just dropped. Sinners dropped. And Final Destination will drop within the next couple weeks.
You already said that.
Give them watches. Fuck AMC. Fuck Pandora. Fuck Wells Fargo. Fuck The Last of Us show. Uh,
Fuck LA
what else?
traffic.
Fuck LA traffic. Fuck working and needing to live and make money
What the
to
fuck?
live. What else? I guess that's it.
You said we were gonna go explore the world and find treasure.
Yeah, we're gonna somehow explore the world like Nathan Drake in Uncharted and go treasure hunting.
I don't know where we would even start with that, but
I have no idea. Guess we'd have to look it up. Maybe we visit the places from the game.
that'd be a cool series.
Yeah,
It's also fucked.
we just got to do it.
Well, some of the places he goes, I don't think exist, but
I think they exist.
yeah. Like the fucking like country he's in exists, but not the random city he finds under the sand.
It could be there.
We're not gonna find it.
But we could.
Sometimes he has to swim, and you're not gonna do that either.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Fuck that.
Pussy.
I'll wait. I'll wait for you. If you drown, you're on your own.
That's crazy. If we get chased by a bear, I'm sprinting past you.
I could take that fucking bear.
Goodbye, everyone.
Have a good one. We'll see you in 2 weeks.